Hello and welcome back to another game for StarLadder StarSeries. It is day number 25. It is game number 7 out of a day where we have 8 games in total. Remaining. We have 2 more days after this in the group stages of StarLadder, and it's getting closer to see who goes to Kiev and who doesn't. Now for RoX and for Fnatic, doesn't really matter that much anymore because they probably won't go. There's still a bit of a chance for RoX, but they have to make sure that other people lose some games and then they have to win everything that's still on their path. For Fnatic, the same story, I guess. They still have 6 losses so far, and they can still go there as well, but it's not looking too bright for them. Like, they don't have it in their own hands anymore. It depends on other people. So for today, we have got ourselves a team of 3 to assist you in this match, to know what's going on, so that you know exactly what's going on. And I know I'm repeating myself. 7th game of the day, that's what happens to you then. But of course, we have got K-poptosis, who've been also here the entire day, since 8 AM for him this morning. We will be seeing his stats for today. Of course, we have, also my co-caster. I just said, of course, a lot of the times. It is Kanaz.
10 seconds remaining.
Welcome back.
Good to be back.
Good to have you back, so you can save me from drowning in too many of the same words.
Yeah, I liked they have to make sure other teams lose thing. Where to be able to go to the finals now it just sounds funny. So yeah, RoX.KIS going up against Fnatic. Hopefully it's a good game. These teams should be pretty close to evenly matched. Fnatic haven't been looking too good lately, and RoX were struggling a little bit as well.
Yeah, we have seen Fnatic earlier today. If you don't want to hear the result of that match, they were playing like the first game of the day up against 4FC. I will be moving my mouse very violently after I stopped with the spoiler, so mute your stream now if you don't want to hear that result, and otherwise just keep it on. But I will mute my mouse when the spoiler is over. But Fnatic actually lost that match. So we'll see if RoX can do the same thing here. Fnatic has not really looked in shape. We'll see if RoX will be able to kill off Fnatic here as well. RoX has been responsible of... I moved my mouse again because I know that I just went down with the spoiler. There we go, I won't say it again. But RoX, earlier on in this season, has been able to make a couple of upsets happening. And I think on paper, like right now, I'm actually not even sure if I would on paper rate Fnatic higher than RoX. Would you?
I think I would be betting on RoX to take this game. Just like thinking about the teams, how they've been playing lately. Fnatic have just looked so sloppy the last month or so. They're finally on boot camp and everyone's talking about how they're going to get back in shape, but it's still early in that boot camp. And they've been looking kind of like they still don't really know where they want to be with the new patch and with their teamwork. So we'll see if they can get something done in this game. But yeah, I think RoX are probably the favorites here by at least a little bit.
Yeah, we'll see what the chat thinks later on. Of course, we always have the stats that can tell us that after the vote has happened. I'm really curious to see what people think. And of course, then the draft will be done, so it might be slightly colored. But it will be interesting to see what these two teams have in terms of fan base. I guess in terms of fan base, Fnatic is actually slightly ahead, especially since it's an English stream. And
right.
I guess RoX has got more CIS fans than Fnatic does, but they are not here, so they cannot vote. We do have the Naga Siren picked up by RoX. We've seen him for the 3rd time today. Had some success, had some loss. Well, 1 loss, 1 win, actually, so far. We've also seen Storm Spirit earlier today as well, but yeah, Naga Siren picked up. I really, 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 really hope that that is not a support gyrocopter.
You know... This is so crazy. Again, are we gonna have the support track?
No.
Maybe it'll be mid lane. It's gotta be mid lane, right? We'll just sit here and say it's gotta be mid lane.
We actually have seen Naga Siren mid lane twice last week. Not against like Liquid and Arctic did that, so that's only like American teams, I guess. I think Arctic is American anyway. Maybe they're Danish. Not sure.
Arctic are actually Peruvian.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Arctic are Peruvian. Yes, but...
Not sure why I thought they were Danish, but oh wow.
Yeah, Danish, I have no idea where that came from. Like, American makes more sense, because they play in the, like, North American type cups all the time, but they're actually from Peru.
Okay,
I don't know why
they actually, Liquid did it first, they ran the Naga Siren mid, and then Arctic did it afterwards against Liquid, and they managed to win with that as well. And it worked, so it worked twice in a row. And
yeah, maybe it's a thing. I don't know. It doesn't seem like my instinct to say it's not a thing, but if competitive teams are doing it, it must be a thing. So, yeah, if they could run it that way.
Dazzle!
Dazzle. Well, that's
Dazzle
totally
works
a
well
support
together
hero.
with Naga Siren's mirror images, by the way.
Yeah, you can mirror image, send the illusions up, and then heal bomb.
Yep, heal bomb. It is. Of course, after you put something in a net, that's gonna be, and you have illusions next to it. That's gonna be a lot of damage going through, if you're not enraged, which is of course something that Lifestealer can't do. I like the Naga Siren up against the Storm Spirit though, with the net there holding him in place for a little while longer. Ice Path over the top. The combination Jakiro Naga Siren has been
5 seconds
very
remaining.
very favorable for a lot of people because of that Ice Path, of course. Maybe a bit less favorable lately because Naga Siren has not picked up that often, and Jakiro's Ice Path, of course, way back was nerfed already. Gyrocopter with that, with a Rocket Barrage can be in place there as well, and with this pickup, I'm sorry, I'm actually hoping that it's going to be a support Gyro because I love to see Dazzle solo mid. It's not gonna happen, but he can. Do it.
He can. He can definitely do it. Dazzle solo mid is certainly doable. I wouldn't expect to see it though. I don't think I've ever seen a competitive team actually send Dazzle into the mid.
I
lane.
have.
You have?
Yes.
Who's done it?
It was
Dendy's done
M5, and it was Viga's this Dazzle solo mid up against Dendy's Pudge.
That feels so
That
old.
was the best game ever, and also the saddest game ever, because at some point there was like okay, it was, I know it was a Russian match, I guess, or CES match anyway, and they ended up flaming each other, and they ended up leaving M5. PGG rage quit. Surprise. No, the PGG ended up quitting, and they didn't come back. So, and they were actually ahead there. Dazzle was doing really well. He was winning from Dendy mid.
Yeah, Dazzle's like secret tech against Pudge mid. With all of Dazzle's spells do physical damage. Pudge has no armor. He has lots of HP, no armor. So melee heroes in the mid lane against Dazzle, they can't really last hit the creeps because they're going to get that Shadow Wave thrown out. It does so much damage to them, and of course if they have no armor, the Poison Touch does a lot of damage, the Shadow Wave does a lot of damage, and he can just completely keep them out of the lane. So against a hero like Pudge, yeah, that's pretty super secret tech, but against a hero like Storm Spirit, it's kind of like, yeah, whatever.
10 seconds remaining.
Dazzle. Tried to copy it, didn't work. So yeah, Storm
5
Spirit.
seconds remaining.
I mean, he still will get stunned up, I guess, but it will be able to get away before the stun hits from the Shadow Poison at least. Tidehunter picked up by Fnatic. You know what? Like, we've had a lot of games today. This is the 7th of the 8 games today. I'm kind of starting to notice that lack of food, like a focus thing. But I'm happy that these two teams know to surprise us and know to keep it interesting. With two heroes that we normally don't see. A Tidehunter as well as a Dazzle.
Were Fnatic the ones the other day that picked up Tidehunter? Didn't we say someone like first picked
Yeah,
Tidehunter?
it was Fnatic that actually went. I'm not sure if, like, Fnatic has gone for a lot of team fight heavy lineups lately with Black Hole and an RP and a Vacuum and stuff, and so Tidehunter kind of fits in that, so it could have been them for sure.
10
Yeah, I think
seconds
maybe they're
remaining.
trying out Tidehunter again, seeing if he's playable. He became sort of not playable for a while, just because the team fight wasn't as good from him as from like a hero like Magnus. And he also doesn't lane that well compared to what some of the other heroes are doing. We might be seeing him in the offlane this game though, which is how he kind of got played for a while.
Hannah Montana, Tidehunter offlane. We saw it so often.
Yeah,
In
it
TI2
kinda
and
went,
before TI2.
yeah, it went out of favor with the sort of into favor of picking heroes that can jungle to go offlane and just abandoning heroes like Darkseer, like Nature's Prophet, etc. And Tidehunter can't really do that. So that's kind of why we don't see him as much as we used to. It looks like they are going to send the Tidehunter offlane Trixie, so we'll see how it ends up working out for him.
Yeah, the smoke was already up for RoX. They're trying to fight No-Tail. There's the net. This could be the first blood. Telekinesis might still delay it. At least there's no Rocket Rush. Good targeting. Having the right target there. Nice to illuminate. Hits on everybody. But No-Tail still in a lot of trouble. That Ice Shell really hurting. Now there's the Rocket Rush, and that will be the first blood. Going the way of Dreads. Dreads Gyrocopter. That is not gonna be support. They're just checking his inventory just to make sure. He picked up a race band, and he got pulled. With Diol giving him a salve. Tango there as well. So let's see who's playing what. We do have a disconnect from Era right now. Well, he wouldn't be able to help out anyway. Or would he? No, he wouldn't. He's the life stealer. With the level 1 open wounds, you can't do anything. You need to get in range and you don't want to right now. So you'll support Dazzle. Unfortunately, no solo mid Dazzle, but hey, you can't have it all. It will be Vanscore on the Jakiro. BZZ will play the Naga Siren as the carry. We have Solo on the Darkseer as the offlane. And I think we're gonna see... Dread as a solo mid, but I'm not entirely sure yet. Like BCZ could be solo mid as well, but I think Dread will probably be the better.
Oh no.
Can we remake? You can't ask that this way. You just gave
You
up.
can't give up first blood before the game starts and ask for a remake.
No, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. The downside is you also can like if there would actually be a trouble with era loading in, you can't load a game that hasn't had a minute 0 yet, I believe.
Yeah, I don't. There's no reason for it to make a save at this point.
Yeah,
You would
exactly.
Just take normally. I have no idea what's gonna happen here if they really need a remake and he can't get in.
Nah, that's not gonna. I think it was a troll. I hope it was a troll.
I mean, yeah, Hani did put a capital D like he was making a smiley face, but they're all next to each other. It doesn't really make sense for Era to be disconnected for a long period of time. It's not like he's having internet problems.
And they're still in the. Oh, there he is. It was a troll.
Okay.
Phew. So he's back. We do of course have indeed the Dazzle of Pain that has been buffed, Priest of Pain. So his weave heals or hits 6 targets instead of 5.
I was trying to figure out what you were talking. Dazzle of Pain.
It was
Shadow
Priest of Pain.
Shadow Priest.
Didn't you see the title of the set that just came by? Priest of Pain.
Oh, is that what he typed for the title? Okay.
Yep.
I was like Dazzle of Pain. What
I
is
keep
this?
tabs on those because sometimes they're really funny.
That's true,
Making
he's been
piggies. Oh, they're gonna go again actually. Ice Path, Fly, Trouble, that was there. And this is not something that Fnatic was expecting. Fly went up going down as well. That's a kill on the way of Vanscore. Frozen Solid. That's 2 kills before the horn sounds. In the meantime, that kill, by the way, didn't involve Dread. He is gonna continue on his way, and he looks to be going all the way towards the bottom lane for now. So we'll make his way there. That means that we have got ourselves a Darkseer solo mid on our hands, and that is indeed the case. Oh my god, look at those people. And we didn't even go over Fnatic yet. I don't think we can. They're gonna find him. They're seeing No-Tail running into the jungle. They can't do it though with the kills. Disregard kills! Who do you think will win? Exclamation mark vote RoX or exclamation mark vote Fnatic. Capital sensitive, case sensitive. So capital R and capital F, whichever one you type. That is.
Alright, I'll hurry and do Fnatic
Yes.
since they're backing up from it. So we're gonna have Era on the lifesteal in top lane with his supports Fly on the Keeper of Light and No-Tail. On the Rubik, mid lane going to be Hani playing the Storm Spirit, and finally off lane that'll be Tidehunter handled by Trixie.
Yeah, and Trixie's gonna be up against the one that managed to get first blood, so he is not having an easy time. Dread, already pretty rich, and the harassment that can come off from the flak cannon is painful. But he should at least be able to get levels, and that's why he's there. Those levels will allow him to get the Ravage up fairly soon, as Hani having some issue with all those iron shells, but should be able to also at least stay alive and get levels. Maybe not all the last hits, but I mean, that's the downside of Storm Spirit. His range on hitting is actually pretty low. So the Iron Shell will be of a nuisance there.
Yeah, none of these lanes are particularly great for Fnatic. Like, Iron Shell is annoying with Storm Spirit. He doesn't have a ton of range. So he has to get a little bit closer than the creep wave than he'd really like. Bottom lane, Gyrocopter against Solo Tidehunter. Gyrocopter just basically decimates Trixie on this Tidehunter. Can't really even get that close. The flat can's gonna keep harassing him, and of course Rocket Barrage can just deal so much damage to him if he allows that Gyrocopter to get close. And with the way the tri-lane went up, with both supports dying before the game started, Fnatic are just really behind up there as well.
Yeah, and most of that is actually levels, I think. We have got Vanscore level 2, Yule level 2. The supports of Fnatic, they are level 1. Rubik actually having no levels or no experience points whatsoever. We do have Fly level 2 though, and that's really nice because he now has his Chakra Magic as well as his Illuminate, and he needs that because they need to have that to be counter-aggressive here. But, I mean, that's just part of it. The levels, the gold that you give away as well, of course the support Vanscore getting a lot of gold, so that's a Flying Courier, while Fnatic, for example, right now does not have a Flying Courier yet. And it's pretty painful for them.
Yeah, and they're going to have to try and fight through it. Their tri-lane's not, like, terrible up here. They have Keeper of Light, obviously pretty powerful. Rubik can do some things with the lift, but they're both level, or I guess level 2 on Fly. But No-Tail's only level 1, not really doing anything.
Well, no, it's fine. Never mind. Haste Rune helps out. Solo taking a lot of harassment from the tower though, but he has a salve and a bottle, and there is actually going to be a pause from Solo. 1 minute needed. Well, he's fine. It's a good thing he didn't pause when he was getting attacked that way there. Otherwise, that might have been a tactical pause, but nope. But yeah,
Can I get this kill under the tower?
Yeah.
I need to think about it for
yeah,
a minute.
people, what do you think? You see my screen? Because, actually, no, RoX.KIS is not in a LAN setting. Fnatic is. Like, you can't, if you are the one that paused, you can't move your screen from left to right.
My thanks.
But you, if you were in a LAN setting, you can just walk over to someone else's screen, obviously. Go. Oh, Korea flying past. Vanscore just blocking that clip camp, even though that ward still blocked it, but it doesn't really matter. 2 sentry wards used for this. That's 200 gold down.
Yeah, and they just couldn't find the first one. They thought it would be over like here, but he had warded somewhere else, so had to place another sentry just to break open their pool.
Yep.
And they need that experience on these supports.
Yeah, they really do. In the meantime, Dread's level 4, 16-3 on last hits, and look at the harassment that Trixie is getting. He got boots though. He got boots first, so he has got that, which is really nice for him to have. He is level 4 as well. Still a bit behind in experience compared to Dread, but at least he's getting something. In the meantime, Solo 18 for 2, while Hani is sitting on 16-4. So also Solo here in the middle lane, not by that much ahead, but still a bit ahead.
Yeah, things are pretty even in those lanes. It's really easy for Darkseer to get a lot of last hits with Ion Shell. Storm, he's doing his best to keep up, but pretty much Soul's going to get all the last hits he ever wants. How are they trying to go
might
for
be in a bit of trouble though. They want to get no-kill. They do get no-kill in the end. Nagasiren gets it, but he also gets open wounded. They want to try and slow Era down, but there comes Trixie. He TP'd in, has got an anchor smash. Shallow grave. Well, run for your life right now, because one hit and you're dead. Pops himself. Might be enough. Looks to be enough. BCC nor Illuminate will hit him now. He'll be living. Vanscore trying to get himself alive as Storm Spirit goes down in the mid lane. Still, this is 4-0 on the skill score right now. It could be 4-1 if they get Vanscore still. Will there be an open wounds? Yes, there will be. Is there an ice path coming off from the side? There's still a rage up though. So that should still be a kill going away off Fnatic. At least they get one. But oh my god, BCC was able to get himself alive. And in the meantime, Nagasiren still gets the Tidehunter. How on earth did he get that one?
Radiant's top tower is under
Riptide. That was a Riptide.
Radiant structures
That was a
are
Riptide,
fortified.
but oh my god, that was still a kill. Going away with a very low BCC.
Is under attack.
5-2. Well, they still got. Who got the other one that they got apart from? Oh, they got the Dazzle in the end. Okay.
Yeah, and Storm Spirit went down to Darkseer near the bottom rune. While that was going on, I was following that fight.
Yeah.
It was Hani went for the rune while Storm Spirit or Darkseer, that's the one, was just standing next to him with Ion Shell on, and Storm can't get away when he's not level 6, so he just like gave up a kill for the rune.
Well, noble of him. Well, I guess not in the end, but yeah, that's hurting him. He's now level 6, so this will be his time to turn things around. But RoX.KIS doing really well here in the early game. Trouble about their lineup is they have to continue doing it, and they're up against 2 heroes that with their level 6 can make a lot of differences. So you have got the Ravage up on the Tidehunter, which obviously got buffed. So you've got more range. The range that you normally had at level 3 Ravage you now also have at level 1. And you also have the Ball Lightning to take care of with Hani's Storm Spirit. Can make a lot of things happen as well. So they just need to be able to keep the pressure going and try to not let those factors be of an issue to them.
Yeah, Fnatic have to just calm down and play safe and try and just survive the little bit of an advantage they've given away at this point. It's not like a huge advantage like 2,000 gold. It's an advantage, and they're gonna have to deal with that advantage. But they don't have to do anything particularly risky yet to try and make up for it. They can still just wait around, try and get levels up on those core heroes, and then try and use maybe Lifestealer Storm to set up kills elsewhere on the map.
Is under attack.
Yeah, we still have Solo out pressuring Hani from this lane here. I mean, the tower slowly but steadily will, because of that, go down. And we do have a bug Paul. Oh, that's sad. Vacuum. Oh, that's a kill. And he still had mana as well. He could have Ball Lightninged away, but no. And Solo will just take the entire creep wave, because Darkseers can do that even without a shield. At this level he can. He has to run himself away though, because people are coming in smoked up. And they actually will be able to take him down. Illuminate into the, or other way around, of course. The Telekinesis into the Illuminate. Nice pickup still. If he went the other way, he would have lived, but no miss call coming from the top lane. People, no miss. No,
Yeah,
kill secured.
It's unfortunate for him to die there, but the real problem is that Honey is dying to Darkseer
Yeah.
solo. That's not a thing he can really afford to be doing. His team is going to be kind of reliant on him to make things happen in this mid game. And if he's just feeding kills down, isn't getting levels, he can't really snowball out of control. And that's the kind of hero Storm Spirit really is. He likes to get an advantage early and then just use that advantage to build like a big advantage for his team.
Yeah, in the meantime, I mean, the only one that could do that as well might be Trixie helping out, but he's getting harassed so much. Oh, actually, wow! He went for a Ravage up in Dread. Telekinesis is gonna be there as well. No Chill TPing and Illuminate as well. They will be able to get Dread. They used the Ravage for that though, and I don't know if that. Yeah, well, I guess that's worth it. I guess that's worth it when the pause comes.
Yeah, if Fnatic aren't planning on taking a big team fight here, and oh, is Honey gonna die again in this?
He's in the middle of the vacuum. I think that. Look at
looks
the.
Like he's probably dead.
Look like the vacuum debuff, like what it says. Vacuum. Being pulled.
I'm letting you guys know exactly what this debuff is.
Yeah.
You're being pulled.
Being pulled. Well, I'm not sure. Like, did he already take the damage? It's a bit graduate damage, right? You take it over the time of the vacuum.
Vacuum does all the damage at the end. I'm almost certain.
Okay, so that will still be Hani. Probably going down, because there's an Iron Shell level 4 up as well. So he's in the middle of dying, he's disconnected and being very sad about it, probably.
Yeah, I don't know if he was disconnected already when this like started happening, but if that's the case, I mean,
Solo can't do anything about it.
Yeah, he can't even do it. He can't even be like, well, you know, I won't kill you because you disconnected or anything. I'm pretty sure that Honey is just dead here.
Yeah.
Unless I'm doing the math wrong. No, I think he's probably just dead.
That's a level 3 vacuum, like.
It's only 120 damage.
But there's still an Iron Shell up.
Right,
so when there's 90 damage over time, that's enough. Even if it takes 1 tick, and he'll probably take 2 even. Let's see. No.
Oh, he's able to get out.
Oh look, but Solo he walked away.
That was nice of him.
That was very nice of him. Solo just saved Hani's life, and he surged himself away. I think that's noble of him.
Yeah, it's a classy thing to do because like the guy disconnected. He probably realized maybe something was up when he started going in, and like Honey didn't do anything.
Yeah.
And then like sees the disconnect, he's like, oh, that makes sense. So he decides to just let him go. And it's a nice thing for him to do. He's already pretty far ahead, so it's not gonna like hurt him too bad. It wasn't like he committed a lot to that kill.
Yeah. Well, that's friendly. In the meantime, though, there goes an ensnare. And the poison. Infest inside the crypto, that will help. Infest out. Open wounds up on Yul. Gets help from the song. Teeps himself out instantly. Hani coming in as well. He will be able to try and take down someone still, even if he can find just BC. There is a ward there. They can't see him. They will go for him. Here comes the Vortex, but the Ice Path comes in. Ban score on the mark. Vortex will still be there, actually. BCC will be enough. Illuminate. Yes, it is enough. They do get the kill in the end. Keeper of Light with the last hit. Nice Ice Path still, though. Like, good attempt. Good effort.
Middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, this is a really great lineup from Fnatic, realistically. If they can keep holding on. They're catching up in kills finally now. Storm Spirit with Lifestealer and Keeper Light, we've seen it quite a bit, I think, at this point. But it's really good. It's just very, very powerful. Honey on this Storm can go in, get some of his mana back immediately from the Chakra Magic on the Keeper Light, and bring Lifestealer with him. Lifestealer actually in trouble, looks
Yeah,
like.
he rages, though. We'll be able to try and get away. Another Illuminate comes in. He opens up on Vanscore. Vanscore will be able to land an Ice Path or at least a Dual Breath. Here comes the Ice Path. Hits up on Era. Are they gonna go in on this? They don't. I don't think they can. They don't have the damage. They have to back out. I mean, in terms of farm, they're not even that far behind, as you just pointed out. I mean, in terms of kills, they're even almost on even again. And in terms of farm, like, okay, RoX is doing better in terms of last hits than Fnatic is. Net worth definitely looking in favor of RoX, especially in favor of Dread. But that can change very easily. I mean, there's one tower going the way of Dread as well, which is also part of the reason why he's so far ahead, even though it's almost 2k higher than the highest up of Fnatic still. Oh, they're going again. Ice Path, BZZ, a lot of trouble. Here comes the Shadow Grave. Maybe a bit too early, but it will be allowing him to escape as a self. When you see Fnatic, they've changed their pace. Here you can support. Favorite underplayed support, Dazzle, Lich, Omni, or Witch Doctor, WD. So that is case sensitive, exclamation mark vote, Dazzle, Lich, Omni, or Witch Doctor. Which is your favorite underplayed support? Exclamation mark vote space, and then the name of the hero, case sensitive.
Yeah, it's actually not that bad for Fnatic. They're still pretty far behind in golden experience, but they're holding on. They're not giving up kills anymore. And their mid game is a little bit stronger. They need Tidehunter to kind of get involved. He was up in that top lane, didn't have the Ravage before. He salves up, so it looks like he wants to hang out here.
Yeah.
But there's a ward that spots him.
Solo juking some people there. He's gonna get chased by Honey though. Honey has got a homing missile up on him and don't know from where it will come. Oh, it's close by. I hear it. This is a very long range homing missile because it came from the bottom lane. That's annoying. But
There's a post TP scroll.
yeah, that was a post TP.
Yeah.
Came from Dread, who was still farming bottom by the way. Who's got a Helm of the Dominator, so he is staying late game with his item choice.
Yep, and Hani in this mid lane, he's still really far behind. He's got actually quite a few last hits leading on his team, but those deaths hurt him pretty badly. Solo going on him again.
Yeah, he's just being harassed away. Like, even if Solo right now, he can't really kill him. Doesn't have enough burst damage before Hani can jump himself away. He can just harass him away from the lane. And maybe with that haste rune, actually, he will be able to just kill him off. But he will go top. Era able to get away from the ice path right now. He is left alone to his devices. At least No-Tail is hanging back a little bit there. And they are going to go for him. The net hits. Poison there as well. Rage, can it do enough is the question. Ice Path comes in from the side, hits up on No-Tail. They'll change their target. They will go for No-Tail. Infest out from Era in the meantime, but No-Tail, he looks to be the target. Darkseer ball up on 3 with the vacuum. That is a double kill for Solo. Can he make it a triple? Yes, he can. And in comes the TP of Hani. Do you really want to be here? No, you don't. Thank you for canceling your TP. And that will be a tower going down. This was also Dread, of course, leaving his lane, even though he did not get any assists on the 3 kills right here. He was there to try and help take the tower. But triple kill for Solo. Brilliant vacuum. Brilliant vacuum into that wall.
Yeah, that vacuum was really, really good. It basically won them the complete team fight. There wasn't a good chance Fnatic were coming out ahead there anyways. They were already kind of far behind. Life Stealer was low in HP, the wall was dropped. But but once the vacuum goes off and pulls them all into the wall, they just die almost immediately with how low level they are at the moment.
Yeah, and they just really need to bank on having that Life Stealer a bit more far. Maybe go for a couple of ganks with the infested Life Stealer inside the Storm Spirit. And get Storm Spirit back inside the game using that. Because, I mean, Hani, he knows he's behind. He picked up 2 nil talismans just to make sure that he can at least do something in this game. But, I mean, it's tough for him right now. He is still second highest of his team. And we know that he is behind. So that says something about his team rather than about Hani himself being not that far behind, but they are very far behind. They are almost 7,500 gold behind in 13 minutes of this game. We have got the experience graph, not as much in favor, but after last team fight, 4k in favor of RoX.KIS. Fnatic though, I mean, they kind of almost need to go for a push. They need a 5-man Ravage or something, or just a Ravage that can help him win a team fight.
Yeah, they need to make something happen. They're starting to slip further behind. It was fine when they were like 2.5, 3k gold, whatever, behind. Now they're starting to approach that 10k mark. It's not even 20 minutes in. They need to kind of get something done. And yeah, Ravage is the obvious choice for doing something. They also have the Life Stealer infested in Hani, and he's getting recalled. So it looks like they might just be making something happen in the bottom lane. Yeah, and Solo going to be their target.
Let's see, he doesn't have really that much mana, but there comes a long ball lightning, and he sees it though. Surge is not going to be in time. There's the vortex, there's the open up. Surge is still going to be there for a little while longer, but the open wounds now will slow him down. Mechanism will try to delay it, and here comes the help. And that is the shell upgrade from Dazzle, but how much will it really help? Vacuum is there, the Surge away. Solo can't run from that. Fly gets the last hit, and Dazzle hides and runs for his life because he knows he's in trouble. He's going to get a gush in the face very soon, which will slow him down enough for people to kill him off. Still probably, but there's no support incoming either. He does slow Trixie down, but here comes Era, surged up, actually stolen by No-Tail. Really good steal. Here comes a call down, saving the Dazzle in the end. And I'm actually surprised that Fnatic, they chased the Dazzle. Oh, RoX, they want to try to go for this brilliant wall there again. In the meantime, the Ravage happens on the other side. In the meantime, Solo, though, he's trying to kill off everybody else. Trixie will end up going down. Dread still alive for now. Brilliant Ice Path holding Era in place. Here comes Hani, still picks up the gyrocopter with Era, trying to run, runs through the wall. No, gets killed off regardless though. Hani, is there more to shut him down? 2 seconds until there's a next net. And there is a net, there is an Ice Path, and there is a Hani that will try to TP out, but he won't be able to. He will go down, and that is Fnatic overstaying their welcome. They should have taken the tower and backed off and not chased up on the Dazzle. They do keep their supports alive. Yay.
Yeah, nothing really going the way they're, I think,
Well,
Fnatic
they
wanted
killed.
to.
I guess they killed Solo in the end, in the start, but
Yeah, but
Solo
they could
just
have
came
gotten
back.
that back. Yeah, they could have gotten that and gotten out.
yes.
I'm not even considering that part of the fight because they chased way far after that, after a dazzle. They didn't even get the kill on the dazzle,
No,
did they?
they didn't.
They killed Gyrocopter in the midst of it.
Yeah, Gyrocopter went down as the only one after the Darkseer. Darkseer did buy back though, Solo, that is.
Yeah, but he got kills out of it, or at least got assists out of it.
Yeah.
He was in the fight.
And I mean,
So that's good
that
for them.
Ravage was, I mean, there was a Ravage used when
It's
the
a four-man
Tidehunter...
Ravage.
Yeah, but there was nobody around them because everybody was on the other side. There's a vacuum inside Ice Path. Well, that's a way to clear out people. I mean, the song is a brilliant setup for a vacuum into an Ice Path. I guess that was exactly what it was. And it was a kill. 3 kills, rather. And this is tier 2 tower. And Fnatic, they are not looking in shape right now.
Dire's bottom tower.
Yeah, they're still looking really, really sloppy here. And, I mean, that team fight, that's something they have to know it's going to happen if they get too close to each other. Nagasaren's just going to run in while having the song on and even be surged in to get as close as possible, as quickly as possible, and then the vacuum immediately afterwards until the Ice Path. And you're just locked down. There's nothing you can even do. You can't react in time. Even Storm Spirit can't really ball lightning out in time. So they get some free kills. They get that tower. They go for Roshan. I don't know if they're going to commit to this.
They're gonna try and steal it. Oh. That's a bit of vision. Ball lightning to the low ground. Vortex up on BCZ. Open wounds there as well. Ice Path right to help out. Doesn't really matter that much, so Cold on coming down. Now Era locked in place with the net. Will end up going down. Another vacuum wall. Illuminate doing a lot of damage, but already 3 of the team of Cuddle dead. Hey Trixie. Bye Trixie. I like that his Kraken Shell still was able to stop him from getting stunned by the Ice Path. But he was kind of outnumbered, so there really wasn't any chance. And you hope for him. He did have a Ravage up, but it wouldn't just be like he was by himself. Only one left alive was a Keeper of Light, who lends some pretty nice Illuminates though from the sidelines, but it is just too little too late. We have the gold grab, it's going higher and higher. 14k we're gonna see soon. Illuminate still doing a lot. 12k experience going the way of Fnatic. Blinding Light doing a lot as well. I like Fly's effort. A for effort. Is it enough though? Vacuum into the low ground. Ooh, careful there. Bye. More Illuminates. But yeah. Nice vacuum from Solo once again to get that kill.
Yeah, they just went for the blind vacuum. Like, maybe there's someone. I guess they had that sentry ward. I don't think it saw anything, but
No, they just. I think it was one on lock. Nice Ice Path here as well. Well, lightning in. Vortex up on Vanscore. But Tiny, you better run. I think so too. Is now completely almost out of mana, so has to be waiting before he can go in again. I mean, look at the net worth. That support Dazzle was just a moment ago of a higher net worth than the main core heroes of Fnatic, and the only reason he got lower on net worth, I think. Oh no, I thought he bought wards or something like that. But we do have 2 BKBs, or 1 BKB being brought to Dread, and the Diffusal level 2 being brought to the Naga Siren BZZ.
yeah, Fnatic, they don't have anything going for them at this point. It's just a matter of time. They don't even have really any good way to gain traction here. They have that Tidehunter Ravage, but everyone on the side of RoX is way tankier just by virtue of levels at this point. That the Ravage, even if they got a 5-man Ravage, it's hard to imagine it would actually get anything done. Worst case scenario, I think BCZ just ults, and here we go.
We were saying BZZ just ults and there's gonna be a vacuum into a cooldown into an Ice Path, and Era's the only one that gets alive because he got a Rage Fly, getting a Diffusal Blade there, and he will die. Net on Era, and this will be a team wipe. Fnatic! I guess Tidehunter lived.
He ravaged creeps.
He Ravaged creeps.
Tidehunter's like, yeah, whatever. I'm farming.
Screw you guys. That's a
This
GG
game's
called.
over.
This game is over, RoX. From the start, from the get-go. They were dominating. Like every single lane was going their way, not very convincingly. I mean, at first, but when Solo started getting kills up on Hani couldn't help getting the game back inside their favor. Trixie couldn't help it with the Ravage either, and then there was nothing left. They couldn't get anything top either. And oh my god, those vacuums from Solo were on par. They were brilliant.
Yeah, Solo did a great job that game, setting up kills all over the place and winning his lane against Storm Spirit. Again, not the best matchup in the world for Storm Spirit, just because he's got that shorter range. He gets close to the Iron Shells, takes a lot of harass. But there's not a lot of reason he should be dying straight up to the Darkseer either. Darkseer can tower dive, but Storm Spirit has a lot of burst damage.
Yeah.
And they should be trading blows. It's just really, he went after that one rune and just like walked with Darkseer right behind him. He really wanted to commit for the rune, and Darkseer just killed him. And then after that, it was all downhill.
Indeed it was. This was of course game number 7 of a day for 8 games for StarLadder Season 6. It is day number 25 of the 27 days in total, so only 2 days left after this one. And the next game will be Na'Vi taking on TCM, so you could see it a bit as a Giant versus David versus Goliath match, even though TCM has been doing pretty well lately. We'll see if they do pretty well here today against Na'Vi, because it's definitely not an easy team to be up against, regardless which team you are. So might have a bit of a delay because this game was pretty fast, and we are actually way ahead of time for the first. So let's see how long of delay we were going to have before the next game. Stick around though, music and commercials will be coming your way. And yeah, we'll be here for you. Of course, with me is Kanaz. You can follow him on twitter.com/KanazDota, and of course on twitch.tv/KanazSta as well when he's casting by himself. And with me as well as of course Statman K-poptosis, who you can follow on Twitter at K-poptosis, without the hyphen though. It's just the same way it's written down in the stream, which you see in the top right corner. So anyway, oh yeah, and you can follow me on SheeverGaming on Twitch, Twitch TV. Either way works, actually. It's all the same name. But yeah, we'll be jumping ourselves into the next match, so stick around. We're having Na'Vi versus TCM. Don't go anywhere.